All right. Hey guys, good afternoon. This is Diana from the Misfit Journal Maker. And I'm working on a piece of ephemera today for my new journal. And I thought I'd take you with me. I have not made this before, so you're going to see the bloopers. And actually, this is my second attempt at this because the first one was a complete failure. And partly because the reason I had issues is the person I saw make this is from across the pond. I believe either Scotland or Ireland, somewhere over that way. I can't remember. She's on YouTube. Her name is Jules, Jools. I'll have to look up her YouTube for you. But anyway, this is going to be an accordion, I guess, little piece that you can write in, and this is what it's going to end up looking like. She did hers a little bit different than mine, and that's okay. I just felt more comfortable doing it like this. So part of the problem is that our paper here in the US is 8.5 by 11, and I had to use, I have it anyway. I use legal size paper in my journals because I fold them in such a way. Well, I have one here. Let me show you. I usually add about 2 per signature. Okay. And this is the regular size. Okay. And I fold it to what would be half of the 8.5 by 11, which is this. Okay. And then I fold this over so that I have a flap here. Okay. And you can open this here. And I always put a little something here indicating that, you know, you can flip this over. So I use this paper anyway. So I had it on hand. You may have your own A4 paper, I believe is the size they use. But I'm going to have to, for my purposes, cut down the legal paper because it does not work. It's way too big. It's, well, not way too big, but there's quite a bit of difference, okay? I made a template using this tag, okay? You can use anything you want to make this. You don't have to have it like a tag. You could actually cut it straight across and make it like a journal card and use it that way. You could have the more, you know, ornate tops on it. It doesn't matter. Anything can be used. There are no measurements because it's as wide as your tag that you're using. I will create a blank template and scan it and put it up to the Misfit Journal Maker group on Facebook, which is now back in service, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I had a lot of issues with that group. I had 2,000 people, and I had a lot of people who were not happy with the way I was running my group. I am a traditional lover of the writing junk journal, and that's what I wanted my group to be, for people who love to have a lot of writing space or space they could glue in family pictures, where they could maybe sketch, maybe, you know, paste in something that, like a movie ticket tab that, you know, was a good memory for them, or, you know, a pamphlet from somewhere that they visited. You know, I don't want to make journals that are all about me. You know, if I fill it up with everything, where is the person who is going to get it from me add their self into it? So, you know, that's just a little explanation of what I wanted for my group. So I dismantled it because it was getting to be too much, and people were really trying to enforce their will on me. And I now restarted it, and I made in the rules what I want my group to be, and I'm not getting the people joining that I was before, and I am very okay with that. Very okay. Because I would rather have a group of less than 100 of people who are like-minded than have 2,000 people who are grumbling at me every day because they can't post a sticker book page. So anyway, that's just a little bit about that, because in my videos I do mention my group a lot, okay? And so it was dismantled for maybe, I don't know, a week. I don't know how long it was, but it is back up. And, you know, you can be in my group and share your journals and share your other stuff in other groups. I don't understand what the big problem was. But anyway, we're good. And I'm just going to kick back. I want to have fun with it. When you stop having fun with something, that's when you need to reevaluate. So, anyhow, enough of that. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm in Southern California. I'm by Palm Springs. It's very hot today. We've started using our air conditioner, which doesn't make me happy because that means the bill goes up. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys are having better temperatures than we are already. So what I did is, let me just explain here. This is a page from my kit for my sunflower journal that I'm making. And what I did is I just put the template over the area that I wanted to be prominent and show. You know, you could put it wherever you want. Now, because the top of this shows, once you glue it, I actually did both sides, okay, because I don't want to have blank paper showing. So that's up to you. The lady that originally made this, she made hers out of book pages. You could use music pages, anything you want. She decorated hers. I didn't want to really decorate because these pages are beautiful on their own. I didn't want to add anything to them. So that's why I did a front and back. So that's completely up to you. You know, whatever you want to use is fine. I do recommend using cardstock. But, you know, you could try with regular copy paper. But I think for this particular piece of ephemera, I would really, really recommend using cardstock because your inside is going to be copy paper, you know, the thickness. So you want to have something that's a little bit more substantial. Okay, now I want to try to cut this right so they match up. I have trouble with cutting a straight line. Anybody else? Raise your hand. Okay, so let's see. Now let's cut this one. And I'm just in love with this kit. I've had a lot of people ask me about this kit. I was approached by a creator, and he asked me if I would be willing to make a journal with some of his graphics. And I looked at him and I was like, yes, please. And he was gracious enough to let me have the run of his shop. And so we're collaborating on this. And when I'm finished and I do my flip through, he is going to give me a 50% off code for his shop and his kits. And that will be available to my YouTube subscribers as well as my Facebook group. So I had people ask me who he is or where I got them, and it's a big secret till I'm finished. So you have just a bit of a wait, not that long, and all will be revealed. Okay, now I pray that these line up because I don't want to have issues. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Let's see, are we off at the bottom? No, we're not. Okay, so let me get rid of this trash. I know everyone's... I can't save stuff anymore, you guys. I actually... I was thinking that I need to get a bunch of stuff that I have and see if anyone's interested in a lot of the things that I'm no longer going to be using. You know, put everything in a mailer and, you know, give it away for, you know, a cheap price because I don't want to throw it away. I hate throwing those things away. But I have outgrown my craft space terribly. And, but all of the ephemera I cut out and haven't used or never used in the, you know, journals and all kinds of other stuff that I just don't you know, I've changed. So what I used to use, a lot of it I don't use anymore. So, yeah, maybe somebody starting out could benefit. So I really think I'm going to start doing spring cleaning of my craft room. Eventually. Maybe more midsummer. I don't know. Are we in summer already? God, I don't know. I've had so much going on, I'm not really paying attention. I'm just like, oh, it's getting hot. Okay. Okay. Let me just do this really quick, because you guys that know me know that I always put my vintage photo on here, or one of the distress things, but the vintage photo looks really nice on this particular kit. And I have yellow, but I don't know, I'm just I get these other colors and I keep going back to vintage photo, and I don't know, I gotta try to broaden my horizons, I guess. I'm a creature of habit. When I find something that I like, I don't like to switch. Which a perfect example of that is the Scotch Create glue sticks. You cannot get those anymore. They don't sell it. They don't make it. Oops, I got ink all over my thing now. And they replaced it with this Scotch permanent glue stick. And I was really like upset. But this stuff actually, to me, works even better. So I highly recommend this glue stick. Their replacement. This is what I will buy from now on. Okay, so what I did was, because this prototype failed, as you can see, when you open it up, you have this much paper needs to come off. So I don't know, this maybe, I have to find out what the dimensions of A4 is, but I'm going to cut it off where it's going to fit everyone's going to be different, because not everybody's tag is going to be, what is this? Let me see how big this is. This is a little over 3-inch tag. So if you make a 2.5-inch tag or what have you, you're going to have to adjust your paper to fit your tag. So there's no way I can give you an exact measurement unless you use my template with the tags I'm going to make for you, which is this size. I just got this off of a freebie and cut it out. So I'm going to make this, but I'm going to do it blank on a sheet for a template for my group. And so if you use this, it'll fit. And if you don't, you're going to have to adjust it to your size. Am I still filming? Yes. Okay. So let's see, what is the length of this? Wow. Okay. So we've got 12 inches right here. And then, so it's a little over 12.5 inches. Okay. And, so yeah, this is the size I need for this one. Hopefully this works, because I don't want to do this the third time. Okay, so you start out by folding it in half, just like you would any, journal page. And I hate it because when you tea dye this paper, it gets very wavy, and it's a bit hard to line up. So let's see if I can make this cooperate somewhat. Okay. And of course, right away it doesn't want to. Let's see. Boy. Come on. Yeah, see, it's off on this other side. very off. I'm going to have to cut that because that's not going to work. Oh, I'm telling you. This has not been an easy... It has not been an easy... She made it look very easy, but I guess she had the right paper. And I'm not sure she was using tea dye paper. Maybe she was using just, you know, regular white, which would make a difference. So, okay. So then you want to turn it back on itself because we're folding it like an accordion. I'm going to use my bone folder and hopefully we're in the right place because, yeah. And then you turn it around and fold it back on itself again. Okay. And get your bone folder or whatever, finger, anything, your scissor end, and then you're going to have this. Now, if the world is all right, it's going to fit. And it does. Yay! Okay. So, I am going to need to cut it off because as you can see, it's too long. So, I am going to take it and have it down to the bottom. And then I'm going to make just enough room so I can make a dot here. I want to cut it right here at where it starts to go up. So, right about there. Okay. See if my cutter will go through this whole thing. It should. Okay. So I'm going to line that up there. And I start in the middle because sometimes if you start at the edges, that worked out great. Okay. Sometimes if you try to start here or here, it catches the paper and makes a big mess. So, as you can see then, it's a little bit, smaller, which is what you want because you don't want it to just hang out the sides. Perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. Now, this lady, when she did it, I don't know, you could do what you want, but she took it and just folded it right here so that you had extra writing room. And I don't think you need that because even if, when I glue this here, okay, and then glue this over here, like so, you're going to have all this in the middle. And then when you flip it over, you're going to have all this. I just feel more comfortable gluing it the way I'm going to glue it. You can do it however you want. You can make the little fold here, which would give you just a tiny bit of extra room. I'm not going to do that. So what do I want to be my front? I think I want that to be the front and that, or I think I want that to be the back. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take the glue stick, if we can get it open. This is very, 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 very sticky glue. And you don't have much time once you put it on. Like, you can't, I don't know. There's not a lot of wiggle room here. So you got to line it up pretty good because I've ripped the paper. That's how sticky this is. I've never had a problem with it coming up. If you put it up to the edges and you get it all on here. And I'm using glue stick. You can use wet glue, but I like mine to be flat. And a lot of times with the wet glue, it does not come out flat. You have ridges, and I can't stand ridges. I don't want to mess with them. So I don't get that with the glue stick. Okay, so I see. No, I'm good. Okay. So you want to make sure that you get this at the bottom, okay, right on the edge, and go to the top, okay, and hopefully I am right in there because I'm not going to be able to move it. Okay, then I'm going to turn it over here, and even if you see, yeah, see, I'm a little off, you know what, but I'm not going to worry about that. I've got a little down here. I could always cut that down. And that's funny. I put it on the back. Well, you can see there's a little bit of color here, but it didn't end up going where I wanted it anyway. That's okay. Okay, so there's no ridges here. This is art was in the paper, okay? And I better watch out for my glue mat. I'm going to have glue on this. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to glue this side. I'm going to flip this mat. I need to clean it. And I'm going to glue. Am I gluing the right part? Yes. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this. And try not to go over the line into the other side. Okay. All right. Get rid of this sticky thing. And get my piece ready. Okay. And like I said, you want to make sure that you are at the corner and the bottom. Okay. And that you're lined up on the sides. There we go. Awesome. I'm in love with this kit. It is just so vibrant and beautiful. You just can't even tell really by the... Uh-oh. No glue there. Ah! I had a little wayward glue here. So there you go. Okay. This is what you end up with. So you have this little accordion that you can open up and write your heart away. You could, you know, sketch on this. I can't draw a stick figure, but I wish I could because, yeah, it would be really fun. So here it is. Now, if you were doing this on book pages or anything else, you know, you could decorate it, add whatever you want to it. I think this is beautiful the way it is. I'm not going to. The only thing I'm going to do is I have this... I don't know if this is seam binding. I don't know what this stuff is. There's too many names. Sorry, Silk. I don't know. But anyway, I am going to... I always make too... I don't want to use too much, but I don't want to use not enough. Let's see. I'll go right about here. Hopefully I'm not wasting it. And I'm just going to cut a piece off there. And then... Oh, I'm just having troubles today. Okay. I'm blaming it on my birthday. I'm another year older. My last year till I hit 60, you guys. And you know, it's so sad. I don't feel my age. I feel so much younger and in my head and just life, and it's a weird thing. They don't tell you, you know, like somebody needs to warn you. When you hit 50, everything changes. Well, maybe it doesn't for everybody. You know, that's the thing. There's a lot of people that are my age that are very, you know, young. And unfortunately, I'm disabled, have mobility issues, and, you know, I'm not fortunate that way. So, oh my gosh, come on. What if I turn it this way? With this being so squiggly, it's not letting me do what I want. Okay. There we go. That's pretty. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use to keep it closed. I think when I put this in my journal, I have a page from one of my journals, or what I use for a journal. So I think what I'm going to do is when I put this in, I am just going to take, I have this candy container that I have my, and I could use green. That would be pretty. What else do I have in here? Oh, I think, oh no, I thought I used all the yellows, or I have a yellow, but the yellow is kind of bright. I kind of like the green. I don't know, who knows. But anyway, I also could use just a regular one. But I think what I will do is when I actually put this in my journal is just go ahead and that will be it. And that way, not only do you have the piece of ephemera to write on, you can take it off and write on here. So, yeah, I'm really liking this. I saw it a while back and wanted to make it, and I never did. And so it's a pretty easy piece of ephemera to make. I love the little bow. I think that looks really nice. And so yeah, so when you open it, oh my gosh, yeah, I better let it dry. Yeah, don't do what I did. Leave it open, let it dry, just in case you have some wayward glue. So yeah, you've got a lot of writing space, but you've also got a really pretty, you know, piece that you can just do like this with your beautiful papers, or you can decorate. You can put, I think she used some die cuts. I think she had maybe a sticker on there. You can also use appliques. I just spent last night, my mom has a ton, or I should say had, my mom passed away. She has a ton of old, very old, doilies and tablecloths and you name it. Anyway, I sat last night. These were all around a doily that was torn and it was a mess. So it had embroidery on it and different stuff. And I sat and cut everything off that I thought I could use. And I won't put it on here, but this is one of the things you can use, you know, is just glue little appliques on and, you know, whatever you want to do to decorate. And so yeah, go, you know, your imagination is the limit. So anyway, I hope you guys like this, and you know, if you did, give me a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you. Also, if you're like-minded, or if you're fine with being a part of my group, and you know, the things that like the sticker books, the glue books, all those different artsy journal type stuff. If you're okay with posting those in other groups, but just posting, you know, the regular journals in mine, we'd love to have you too. I mean, I am having so much fun seeing these ladies that are posting their journals. You know, it's just, it's really, really an experience to see what they come up with. I mean, just beautiful. And so I'm real happy with how the new group has already started out, and what beautiful things that I've seen so far. So anyway, I'm talking too much again. I do that all the time. I hope everybody has a wonderful night, and I will see you next week with something new. And so if you want to join my Facebook group, I have the link in the comments, or not the comments, in the description. And yeah, so I will see you next time. Take care.